Hey, Tri-Cities, if you got game,
get on the scoreboard.
Starlight Sports Productions present the Scoreboard Sports Show, brought to you in part by Fanatics and the Doubletree by Hilton Johnson City, Sir Speedy Printing and Marketing Services, Walgreens at the corner of Happy and Healthy in beautiful Elizabethton, and Grogan Advisory Services, Private Wealth Management.
Hi, I'm Larry Grogan of Grogan Advisory Services. At Tri-Cities, stay tuned because there's a brand new sports show coming up called the Scoreboard Sports Show. Stay tuned, it's coming right up on this channel.
Coach Daniel Brown here. We're from Paris, Kentucky. This is Central Kentucky Colonels playing in the World Series down here at White Top Ballpark. You got game? Get on the scoreboard!
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Scoreboard Sports Show, and we're here tonight once again at Fanatics by the Doubletree by Hilton in Johnson City. And tonight, folks, what we're going to do today is we're going to add a little twist to our show. And what we're going to be doing is you got to pay close attention to the show, because at the end of the show today, we're going to have a question. The first 10 viewers that go to our website, www.thescoreboardsportshow.com, go to the contact page, fill out the information, submit the answer to the question, hit the submit button, will receive a prize from the Scoreboard Sports Show prize vault. So check out the show, keep watching, keep paying attention, because the question will be at the end. We also want you to check us out on Facebook. Keep those likes coming. We also archive our show on YouTube, so keep watching, keep talking about us, keep liking us. And today we're very, very, very humbled and thankful to welcome to the show Mr. Steve McAuley.
Yeah, McAuley. Yeah.
McAuley.
Yes.
Regional Director of the FCA, and that is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
That's correct.
We want to thank you so much for being here today.
Great to be here with you, Kelvin. Thank you.
And you know, tonight, a few of the things we want to talk about. First of all, we'd like to just ask you about your history. And can you talk a little bit about where you came from and what brought you to the FCA?
Well, I was actually in camping ministry here. I worked. What brought me to East Tennessee about 13 years ago was Doe River Gorge Christian Camp over in Hampton. And I worked there for 4 years. I was the development director there. And a big component of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes is camping ministry.
Right.
And in fact, we've got camps going on this summer all over Tennessee, all over the Southeast, all over the country, really. But we send local athletes to the camps in the Southeast regionally here. But I saw the impact that camping ministry had on young people, get them away from their everyday situation, get them with the huddle group, with some Christian influence there, whether it's college leaders, huddle leaders, or the adult leaders. They get great messages. They receive a Bible and a T-shirt, and they get poured into for 4 or 5 days at a camp. And they come back refreshed, and most faith decisions are made in that situation. And so that camping component and the sports element, obviously, and just the opportunity to be able to share my faith in the school through the students. We take leaders, student leaders, and we share with them the vision of what it means to be a leader in being a Christian leader, and they take the ministry and run with it.
I see.
So we are the influencers of the influencers, is how you might say it.
Right.
And we have a great ministry to coaches. So our scope is large. We cover 6 counties in Upper East Tennessee. We're in about, my colleagues in Bristol and Greenville and Kingsport, we probably cover close to 100 campuses between all of us in Southwest Virginia and Northeast Tennessee. So it's a fantastic scope of ministry through the platform of athletics.
Yes.
And that's through the school year. We're ministering through the coaches and the athletes to the rest of the school. And then in the summer, it's camps.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the FCA has been around for quite some time.
57 years.
57 years, you know, and it's inevitable that we hear about, you know, an NFL player, NBA player, a soccer player professionally or someone who's been influenced by the FCA.
That's right.
A fantastic organization. I heard you say about the huddle groups. Can you tell us a little bit about the huddle groups and what that means?
Well, there's huddle groups can be a group of 15, 20 kids, or it can be 150 or 200. And we have huddle ministry is where kids come together on campus, student-led, student-driven, student-initiated, before school, after school. It could be a 30-minute meeting. It might be a 15-minute meeting. Some of them are only 10 minutes, and they have a little time of devotional and a thought for the day, and it's right before school starts, and it's all student-led and student-driven and student-initiated. And it's just a time where kids can just focus their attention on spiritual things, even if it's for just a few minutes.
Sure.
And it gives them that energy and that focus to think about, God is with us. He loves us, and the message of salvation through Jesus Christ is a positive message. And the beauty of it is it's student to student ministry.
Right.
And so you get the Christian athletes, the Christian students, and they're not perfect. I mean, we'll see in the media, they'll spotlight if somebody messes up.
Yes.
They
Definitely.
spotlight that.
Most definitely.
and and that brings ratings. I realize that sells newspapers and magazines, and but the ones that are doing right, they're the ones that we applaud, because they're day in and day out. They know that they're doing what they do for the audience of one, and that's what we call it, the audience of one, and that's the Lord Jesus Christ. If He's pleased, it doesn't matter what else happens. If He's pleased, then it's a good day, right?
That's exactly right.
So that's what we're about.
You sponsor a lot of all-star games. I know the football has an all-star game.
Yeah.
What other all-star games does the FCA, in conjunction with this region between Tennessee and Virginia, does the FCA put together?
We have, it's phenomenal. Gary Maggard is our all-star guru, and he's up in Southwest Virginia. And I'd love for you to have Gary on the show sometime, because Gary has a passion for all-star games, and Gary has done, I know the football game's big. It's real big, and we do that every December. It's the best of the best from Northeast Tennessee against the best of Southwest Virginia, the All-Stars, and those boys have a great time at that. He does an All-Star baseball game, he does All-Star volleyball, and he does All-Star softball. I know he's done those. And he may even do All-Star badminton, I don't know, ping pong, I don't know, but he has such a passion for All-Star games, and the passion is not only to let those kids have one more great hurrah, which, because most of them aren't going to go on and play college sports, and let alone professional sports, right? A few might. But it's to honor them for their athleticism, but also for their grace in juggling athleticism with their school, and being a good citizen at their school. But it's also reaching out through that event to the audience for the glory of Christ. Isn't that wonderful? That's what his passion is. It's to bless the kids, but it's also to use that event to say, folks, we're here today to honor these kids, but the only way we can honor them is because the Lord Jesus Christ has made all of us, and He deserves the honor. And they'll have a prayer and a devotional at halftime or something, and you got to get him on your show sometime. That's all I got to say. I won't steal his thunder.
We spoke with him, on the phone.
Good, you have. Okay,
yes,
good.
And we're hoping to have him on very soon. As a matter of fact.
Very good, yes.
We actually last week had Reverend Vincent Dial on, and he's
on
a
our board
member, and the things you guys do, just so selflessly for the kids, is to be honored by us. We're thankful that you do this. We're thankful that you take the time to do
Thank you.
I'm sure God has placed in your heart the drive to do this, but we are thankful that you're here to do it. At the Scoreboard Sports Show, we'd like to say thank you. We'd like to say that we will do anything we can do to help you continue to do that, to spread the message about FCA and about what it does for kids and about how it moves in kids' lives. And, it's a real blessing. We're thankful for you to be here today.
Well, we are thankful for you, and thank you for this opportunity. And if people want to get more involved, they can go to fcatricities.org.
fcatricities.org.
Yes.
How other way can they get in touch with you?
They can call me. My number is 423-306-4889. Steve McAuley. I text. I'll answer the phone. I still know how to use a telephone, even the old kind.
Even the road, yeah. Don't you wish they were back? Yeah, I know what you mean.
We can use volunteers. We're always looking to expand our board, and we raise our support. And so the number one thing people can do is pray for us.
Yes.
And that people would be inspired to help support what we do through the region here, because we're reaching the whole school populations and all whom they influence through the athletes and the coaches.
All right.
For Christ. So
Thanks again.
Thank you again.
We
God
really
bless you, and
appreciate
thank you for your show.
We
It's a
thank you.
blessing.
Well, hopefully we can be a blessing to others.
Very
as
good.
well.
Thank you,
very
sir.
much. And we're thankful to be here with Mr. McAuley, and we'll be right back with more of the Scoreboard Sports Show right after this.
Off the Grid Inc. is the Tri-City's best choice for solar products and installation. Let Off the Grid Inc. increase your use of clean, green solar energy. We provide systems for residential and commercial needs. With a smart investment, solar can supplement your energy needs or take you completely off the grid. Off the Grid Inc. wants to help you reduce your carbon footprint with your own solar system. Call us today at 423-278-0720 to get you started toward energy independence with Off the Grid Inc.
Welcome back to the Scoreboard Sports Show, and right now we're gonna take a medical timeout. We're going to physical therapy, and we're gonna go to physical therapy with our sponsor, Walgreens, at the corner of Happy and Healthy, and we're here with Justin Smith with Physical Therapy Services.
Glad to be here.
Good to have you here, Justin.
Yes, sir.
Justin, can you tell us a little bit about you? Tell us how long you've been in this business.
Well, I feel like I was born and raised as a physical therapist. My father was a physical therapist, so I was born and raised in the clinic, so it was just kind of a natural transition for me to go into. What's interesting about physical therapy is now it's a doctoral level program, so you actually graduate with a doctorate of physical therapy. The problem is that you have to get an undergrad degree in whatever you want to. So for me, it was nursing. Mm-hmm. Nursing was my calling, and I got out of it as quick as I got into it. So it ended up being a really good marriage for us with the medical background on one side, and then the movement background with the physical therapy part. So it does really well, not only with our musculoskeletal, our sports, our adolescent athletes, but also with all the other patients that we see, from the little kiddos that come in to our older geriatric patients. So it was a really good marriage for both of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been a physical therapist since 2006. So that means I've been doing this for 7 years, helping out my fellow Carter Countyans and people from Elizabethton. So I was born and raised in Elizabethton, and it's really nice to be able to do the sports-related stuff that we do, to be able to give back to the community. That the community has given me so much, given me so many opportunities. It's nice to be able to give back.
Well, that's great. Now, how do you feel about ETSU having football back?
I'm all for it. ETSU is too good of a school and too big of a school for it to not have a complete collegiate athletic program. And having this football program back into ETSU is really going to help to round out the university. I hated to see it leave in 2003. I understand the circumstances as to why it had to leave, financially and all that stuff, but ETSU, they're in a really good position right now. And not only is it going to be good for the university, but it's going to be good for everybody here in Northeast Tennessee. So it's going to give our local kids, our local talent, a whole lot of exposure, and it's going to allow a lot of kids that would never have an opportunity to, number one, participate in collegiate sports, to be able to participate, and number two, it's going to allow a lot of kids that would never have the opportunity to go to school to be able to go to college and then come back and give back to their community.
Well, y'all have at your facility in Elizabethton now, you have some wonderful equipment, some really cutting edge stuff.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the equipment that you have that you use there?
Yeah, we've got a machine called the Alter G, and basically what it does is we use it for our lower extremity, our foot and ankle, our knee, and our hip patients. We've had our tracer system since '99. Mm-hmm. We're the only one around that has it, along with the Alter G. We're the only one around that has the Alter G as well. What's nice with the tracer is that it's able to get people running, jumping, cutting, moving in a controlled environment, getting them back to their, whether it's they want to get back to playing basketball, baseball, football, volleyball, whatever it may be, or if it's somebody that's, you know, just had a total knee or a total hip that's just having trouble just moving around.
Sure.
So it works out really well for not only the young and athletic, but also the people that just, they don't move quite as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you one question, Justin. You guys at your facility, you help out a lot of the schools by being on site at sporting events.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you guys are able to do that and what that means to you to be able to do that for your community?
Yep. Our motto is that rehab starts at the time of injury. So our thinking with this is that if we can get out there and we can get these kids taken care of, triaged and treated appropriately when they initially get hurt, that they will be able to recover faster. Whether it's something as a simple muscle strain or a rolled ankle or something, heaven help us, is as significant as a spinal cord injury.
Right.
And we've had both ends of the spectrum, and luckily both ends have actually recovered very well. Number one, by the grace of God, and number two, because of what we're able to do there on the sidelines. For me, it's really nice to give back to the community. What we do with that is a completely just pro bono service. We've been doing it since 1976 as a practice. So we've been able to luckily give back to the community, and we've never asked for a dime from the school system, nor will we ever ask for a dime. It's something that we feel like that we should do as not only as a practitioner, but also as a practice. So I'm very lucky in the situation where I'm at with my job and our company, that where I'm allowed to do those things.
Those things. Well, that's fantastic that you work so well with the kids, and we can see your passion and your drive. You know,
I love it.
And the people of Carter County and beyond. I think y'all have a facility in Johnson City as well.
That's correct. Yep.
So there's a lot of people being affected by what you guys do. We're blessed to have you and your father and your staff doing these things, and we really appreciate you being on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming to our medical timeout and taking us to physical therapy.
Anytime.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
and
sir.
Welcome back. We'll be right back with more of the Scoreboard Sports Show after this. We'll see you in just a minute.
Yes, sir.
It's the day, it's finally arrived, it's your wedding day. It's the moment you've been waiting all your life, it's your wedding day.
Ah, your wedding day, that one special day in your life you'll never forget. So let Venture Productions capture all those special moments at your wedding for you to treasure a lifetime. Our approach to videography is one of creativity and excellence. Call Venture Productions for your video services.
It's the moment you've been waiting all your life, it's your wedding day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Scoreboard Sports Show. And we would like to welcome back being here at Fanatics at the Doubletree by Hilton. We're here today with our featured guest, Miss Morgan Depew, star point guard for Elizabethton High School Cyclones. How are you doing, Morgan? It's good to have you here today.
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Morgan, you know, we're very interested in your story and what's been going on with you. Can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been playing basketball?
Well, I started playing whenever I was 4. I wasn't really allowed to play then, but I kind of lied about my age and snuck in. And I've played ever since then. And all through high school, that's been like my main focus, is just basketball. And
When you were in middle school, you played other sports
Yeah, I played softball in middle school, so.
Did you?
Yeah, but that was all just softball and basketball.
When you got to high school, you decided what? That basketball was your sport?
Yeah, I wanted to get a scholarship when I first started high school, so.
You made that decision early, right?
Yep.
All right. And you worked real hard at your grades and all those kind of things?
Yep.
Didn't you get it? What was your grade point average when you graduated?
3.4.
3.4.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's great. That's great. And now you played for Coach Duggar, I guess?
Yeah. Yep.
How was that? Was that a lot of fun?
I don't know if I call it fun, but he's a great coach. It was worth it.
It was?
He made me a lot better, yeah.
All right. Well, we've heard your story, Morgan, and I think your story is a very powerful story to tell. I think it can mean a lot for a lot of kids. Making the decision early, deciding what you wanted to do, working hard in school. But, can you tell our viewers a little bit about kind of what happened to you this last past year and what you've been through this year?
Yeah. Well, when I started as a freshman, really the only thing I was looking forward to is my senior year and trying to go to state that year, like my last year.
Right.
And, I never expected it to happen. Like, it was never in my mind. And then it did, and it was just a huge shock. And then I realized it was, like, all over. Like, there wasn't enough time to come back, So, it was really hard for me, but I just tried to, like, stay with the team and always encourage them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what happened with Morgan is she tore her ACL, and but I think maybe possibly the determination you had as a freshman kind of really came to the forefront as a senior, maybe. Huh?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the blessing that you got from signing with where you're going and that sort of thing?
Well, I could never decide if I wanted to sign early or wait. And a lot of people thought I should wait, but I don't know, I just had a feeling like I like Tusculum a lot. And I was just like, well, I probably should because I never know what could happen.
Right.
And then, like, I signed, and then 2 months later, like, it happened. And I was like, that was the first thing that came to my head when I got hurt. I was like, whew, I already signed.
Yeah. So you've been working really hard ever since then, though, right?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot.
Right.
Been going to therapy and trying to do stuff on my own, like running and shooting.
Mm-hmm. And how's things coming? How's your knee progressing? How's it going?
It's actually a lot better. It never really bothers me.
Really?
Yeah.
So now you're on track now to continue your education. It's unfortunate that. Did you get to go with the girls when they went to the state?
Yeah, I went. I just sat on the bench.
Yeah, I know that's tough, but probably you probably encouraged them a whole lot more than you realize, because I'm sure when they saw you sitting there, they really wanted to play harder. So, and now you're going to where? Where are you going to college?
I'm going to Tusculum.
Really?
Yep.
And you'll be leaving when?
I go down there August 16th.
August the 16th. And you get released from the doctor when?
August 8th.
August the 8th. So you can take with you the knowledge of knowing that you tore an ACL and you came back from it, right?
Yep.
Can you tell the kids a little bit about what it took to come back from that?
It was really hard, especially mentally. I'm sure it'll be really hard whenever I try to play again because you got all these things in your head. But, you just got to keep your head up and work for it.
Just keep on keeping on, huh?
Yep.
Well, we've watched you, Morgan, for 4 years, and I've always been impressed with your play. You've always played very, very hard with so much tremendous amount of effort, and we're really pulling for you. We hope that when you go to Tusculum and you come home on break or something like that, you'll come back out on the show and you'll say hello to us. We'll keep an eye on you. We'll always be posting stuff about you and how you're doing, and we're really proud of you, and we're really behind you in every way. And the story that you have to tell, keep telling it and helping kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So because you've got a lot to say, and we're really thankful for you being here on our show.
Well, thanks for having me.
And wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you.
And all we're wanting is tickets. thanks everyone for coming out tonight with us here at the DoubleTree. And before you go, you got to come back to listen to the question of the day so that you can check out www.thescoreboard Sports Show for that. We'll see you in just a minute.
The Scoreboard Sports Show invites you to come see ETSU new head football coach Carl Torbush as he sits in as a guest for a live taping of the Scoreboard Sports Show Thursday, July 25th at 6:30 p.m. at Fanatics inside the DoubleTree Hotel by Hilton in Johnson City. Coach Torbush will be joined by various ETSU coaches to meet spectators, sign autographs, and to support ETSU athletics. DJ Red will spin the music, and Fanatics will provide food and drink specials to enjoy. So, got game? Get on the scoreboard Thursday, July 25th, and meet Coach Carl Torbush at Fanatics.
What am I doing? I'm getting ready for Photo of the Week, the new contest here on the Scoreboard Sports Show. Go to the website, www.thescoreboardsportshow.com. Check us out under Photos for official rules of the Photo of the Week contest. Here's how it works. You send us your amateur photo of a sports-related image. We pick out the 5 finalists. We put those on Facebook, and that's where it goes to the popular vote. The photo with the most likes, that gets featured not only on our website, but also on the Scoreboard Sports Show next airing on Sundays, 10 a.m., right here on WKPT Channel 19. So, good luck, get to snapping, and remember, got photos, get them on the scoreboard. Wait. Got you.
Welcome back to the Scoreboard Sports Show, everyone, and we're glad to have with us here Arnold Thomas, ETSU great.
Good to see you. I don't know about all that now.
Yeah, Coach Ross is looking for you.
Okay.
We want to tell you one more thing. Arnold, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
You've been here all evening,
Yep.
and our last guest, what school did she sign to play basketball for?
Morgan Depew.
She's This question is for our viewers. Everybody knows how to do it. Go to www.thescoreboardsportshow.com. Click on the contact page. Scroll down, fill out the information, hit submit. The first 10 winners that answer this question after our show, you have till midnight Sunday night, and you'll win a prize from the Scoreboard Sports Show prize vault. We want to thank you very much for being with us today. Oh, I've got more information. The 25th of this month, we're pleased to have on our show the brand new ETSU football coach, Coach Carl Torbush, and many other coaches will be out, from the soccer coach, the basketball coach, Miss Brittany Zell, I think is going to come back and be on our show. The track coach, they're going to be here signing autographs. We're going to have a great evening. We want to thank everyone for coming out. And I think that's everything now, maybe? Huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, we thank you so much for being out with us. Got game? Get on the scoreboard! Woo!